Hi, I'm continuing a sonnet a day inspired by Patrick Stewart's reading of a Shakespearean sonnet each day. This is a gospel sonnet by Ralph Erskine that I'll be reading, and I've actually obtained a paperback copy of his book. This is a recent edition edited by Dr. Mike Renahan and transcribed by Michelle Renahan, and it's much easier to read than the digital online versions, and I hope you enjoy. Right now we're in Chapter 2, Section 3, and the subject is the deeply humbled soul relieved with some saving discoveries of Christ, the Redeemer. I hope you enjoy. When thus the wounded bride perceives full well, herself the vilest sinner out of hell, the blackest monster in the universe, pensive if clouds of woe shall ever disperse, when in her breast heaven's wrath so fiercely glows, twixt fear and guilt her bones have no repose, when flowing billows of amazing dread swell to a deluge over her sinking head, when nothing in her heart is found to dwell but horrid atheism, enmity, and hell, when endless death and ruin seems at hand, and yet she cannot for her soul command a sigh to ease it, or a gracious thought, though heaven could at this petty rate be bought, when darkness and confusion overcloud, and unto black despair temptations crowd, when wholly without strength to move or stir, and not a star by night appears to her, but she, while to the brim her troubles flow, stands trembling on the outmost brink of woe. Ah, weary case, but lo! In this sad plight the sun arises with surprising light. The darkest midnight is his usual time of rising and appearing in his prime, to show the hills from whence salvation springs, and chase the gloomy shades with golden wings. The glorious husband now unveils his face, and shows his glory full of truth and grace, presents unto the bride in that dark hour, himself a Saviour both by price and power, a mighty helper to redeem the lost, relieve and ransom to the uttermost, to seek the vagrant sheep to deserts driven, and save from lowest hell to highest heaven. Her doleful case he sees, his bowels move, and make her time of need his time of love. He shows to prove himself her mighty shield. His name is Jesus, by his Father sealed, a name with attributes engraved within, to save from every attribute of sin, with wisdom sin's great folly to expose, and righteousness its chain of guilt to loose, sanctification to subdue its sway, redemption all its woeful brood to slay. Each golden letter of his glorious name bears full deliverance both from sin and shame, yea, not privation bear from sin and woe, but thence all positive salvations flow. To make her wise, just, holy, happy too, he now appears a match exactly meet, to make her every way in him complete, in whom the fullness of the Godhead dwells, that she may boast in him and nothing else. In gospel lines she now perceives the dawn of Jesus' love with bloody pencil drawn, how God in him is infinitely pleased, and heaven's revenging fury whole appeased. Law precepts magnified by her beloved, and every let to stop the match removed. Now in her view the prison gates break ope, wide to the walls flies up the door of hope, and now she sees with pleasure unexpressed, for shattered barks a happy shore of rest. And with that, I will see you next time, Lord willing, and thank you for listening.